So what's up, guys? Ninja on the Ninja, and basically Elon Omar. Woo! Anyways, shit at the point. It's just that I'll do this. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay. So basically, uh, I was chilling, and my AI counterpart asks me why why I liked shows back in the day. For example, Family Matters or a Full House, shows like that. Basically, it's like, why do you like those shows? Was it something about those movies, or shows? And I never really thought about why I liked those shows, right? But I got into it and started talking and thinking. And the thing is, I'm the most intelligent person in the world, so I got deep with it, right? But I realized that the reason why I like the shows is because basically, at its core, it just showed you the difference between the truth and how to live with the truth, as opposed to a lie to make you feel good, and how it can fuck up the world at the um, at your benefit. Basically, you fuck up the world so that you can benefit, basically, and that's kind of what those shows showed once upon a time, and they may not have been aware of that. In fact, I'm pretty sure they weren't aware. Like, that's probably not why they did what they did, but that's what they did. Basically, it just showed you the difference between good and wrong, and it did it in a legitimate way. But the example that I brought forward was because there are a lot of scenarios where you can be like, oh well, I feel good because, or I feel bad because, or I justify it because. But then I thought I was trying to think, and basically, the example I came up with was, the example that I came up with was like your grandma dying, or even like a dog, for example. Like, it sucks, um, and you're not gonna get that back, right? But it taught you how to live with it. Essentially, they taught you how to kind of like accept that reality. And I made a mention how like somebody can say I'm fat, and I'm like, okay, or shut up, and I'm like, why? Like, what's going on? Like, there's always something there, right? And this is actually, now that I think about it, this is actually why I invented the asshole test. Is because there are people that ask why, right? But they're actually asking why because, and this is the test. What you do is, while they're saying why, and you're like, well, the reason why is because, and like, why, and you're like, well, that reason why is because, and then the test is you ask them, why do you want to know? And then based on their response, and again, knowing this, the test will not work anymore, and now we need a new test because that's how intelligence works, basically. And why your kids are getting sucked into bullshit, basically, and how you can protect yourself, basically, is by knowing that intelligence works this way, because now they know the answer, and so they can fake it, kind of like cheating in school. But you shouldn't do it, because when you cheat in school, you're cheating yourself, because all school's there for is to help you learn, right? So it's not a system to hold you back, or they're not trying to do something to punish you, right? Like, breaking out of prison is one thing, but breaking out of school is another, right? It's a different thing. So, and again, if you fuck around in school, then you're gonna lose in life. But in prison, you can lose your life, but you can get your life back. You know what I mean? Because you're fucking up, because you need to escape from prison, because it's prison, but school is in prison, right? And that's kind of the idea, and that's why authoritarianism is so bad, because they're trying to make school into a prison, and they're trying to change schools into kind of like, oh, it's oppressive, essentially. Like a place where oppression comes from. This is why I'm not that way, because I grew up watching these shows. Basically, like, I was nurtured by these shows. I thought it was my mom, right? But turns out it was the fact that my dad watched it. My dad watched these shows as well. He watched them, and I watched them, right? And the reason why I'm so smart is because I liked shows like Matlock, for example, or MacGyver, the old shows, but they just got me thinking, right? That's why I like those shows. Okay, but the point about a Full House and Family Matters and stuff is it showed you if grandma died, that you will survive and it's okay, and how it taught you that it's okay and the good, like you'll get over it kind of deal, right? Like it's sad, but everyone dies, and she probably moved on to a better place. And this is why you make the life enjoyable, because that's what heaven and hell is, right? Um, but my point was, there are people that will lie, cheat, and steal because they were brought up wrong and they don't know how to handle. My dog died. No, my grandma died. No, or my lady cheated. Like my girlfriend wouldn't cheat. She would know better, right? But there are people that are stupid. They don't know better, and they will do these bad things, and then people will suffer. Um, and that's kind of what it is the more intelligent you are, the more honest you are. Now you can use it for evil, right? And it's bad. Like if I were to become evil, I could end up um, tricking the world into nuking itself, basically, because I am that smart, right? I am the smartest man in the world. I, when I talk to psychologists, therapists, or whatnot, I psychoanalyze them. I therapist them. Basically, they're like, "What's your problem?" At the end of the day, they're crying. I'm like, "It's okay, it's okay." Like that's this is what happens because I'm that smart, right? I talk to teachers, anyways. I talk to AI and so forth. But anyways, the point is that those shows basically taught me the difference between right and wrong, and the reason why, like, you can't just say right and wrong and just say good and bad, because those can be manipulated and tricked, and that you get ah la 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 la, and there's suicide bombers or whatnot. An extremist, basically, that's the Republican Party with Christianity, right? Because that's what happens. Like it can be good, but it can be bad, and it's a gateway for one or the other. It's not so much, um, it's always good or nothing. It's one or the other, right? That's it. With Christianity, that's it. It's bad or good. There is no, right? It's either bad or good. Anyways, so these shows that I was watching, basically, sorry, like a nose hairs and they're fucking itching. But the shows I was watching, basically, they would walk you through everything to the point where they taught you how to uh, basically deal with your grandma dying, right? And they basically taught you the difference between right and wrong, and how to live with it, and how, like, being a grapist, right? Like how it's bad because you're ruining someone's life and their livelihood, and some people don't care. And generally speaking, the people who don't care, the people who do bad things, the reason why they're doing bad things is because they suck, basically. Like if they lie, cheat, and or steal, it's because they are low in their life, or they have a baby dick energy, essentially. Like me, my vibes are extraordinary, right? Like I walk around with a big dick energy, basically. But anyways, and again, it's a metaphor as an example. And you have to understand that penis size is directly related to how much sex you have, or how much sex you want, and actually it doesn't mean anything other than that. And people think, oh, he's more of a man because he has a big dick. You're an idiot. You've been tricked because you're stupid and you don't know better. I know better, right? I'm not stupid. I won't get tricked, and I have a dick, so I know, right? But the point is that whole bullshit, and they will manipulate you. It's the same thing with like circumcision. They'll try to control you, and they'll try and alienate you and say something's better than something else. And the reason why is because again they try to make it to where, oh, my dick is better because you're not cut, so that means blah blah blah, so you should fuck me instead of him, blah blah blah, cause, and then, oh, you should be this way because it's better. And that's manipulation, it's extortion, it's a lie, right? Doesn't mean anything, uh but they lie, and one day you realize, oh, it turns out it didn't matter, right? Or you'll find out too late and you'll die alone. Basically, most females will die alone this day and age because most guys don't want a loose bitch or a whore or someone who's been around, right? But again, back to start. So, grandma, you learn how to deal with grandma, and instead of taking it out on the world, you learn to live with it, and that's what these shows showed you, basically. Whereas today, it's it's the opposite, basically. It's the opposite. Like Game of Thrones, for example, that's fine. It's whatever, but it's bad for kids to watch, essentially. So basically, it, in my eyes, we shouldn't have it on TV. You should have to go to places, to certain places to watch it. Like, for example, what's the benefit? And I think the movies and movie theaters and whatnot, really, it's an exploitation story to get money. That's all it really is. Because shows should be the same way. Like, I should, like, Game of Thrones is about to be on, but any kid can watch it because it's anywhere at any time, and a kid can watch it. But they don't know that they shouldn't watch it because they see something and it's bad in the show, but they don't receive the message that it's bad, and so they live it out and they act it out, and the world suffers until they realize, oh, you or me being bad is not good because it's ruining other people's lives. And that's kind of why I do what I do, because I want people to do well in life, right? And again, I'm a good father because I want kids to do well. I'm great with kids. I'm fucking great with kids. Sons, daughters, I'm fucking great with kids. I'm not great around jackasses. I will fucking punch one in the face, right? Not literally, but that's basically what happens. And the reason why isn't because I punched them in the face. It's because that's the only way I can get through to them because they're assholes. And they won't shut the fuck up and realize I'm better than you. Get over it. And like, fuck you, man. I'll fuck you up. It's like, dude, shut up. You seriously, we're talking. Just talk. Basically, like, have a discussion here. And instead of talking, they want to fight. So when it comes down to it, you punch them in the face, and they realize, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And now they'll listen. That's what I'm saying. And that's why the government sucks right now. Because we have Democrats that are willing to go that far. But then the Republicans, like, so what? Basically. And then the Democrats, like, well, I tried. And they walk away. And it's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? That's not how it works. So you gotta get the fuck in there. You have to change their mind. You have to. They are the opposite party. It's not yes or nothing. It's yes or no. Like, it's much like religion. Yes or no. Essentially, that's how they think. That's how they roll. That's how it is, right? Left and right. There is no, like, you can't just turn them. Oh, you're not making sense. I'll turn you off. You gotta realize he's not making sense. So he runs off and he makes everyone else think that he's right, even though he's wrong, right? And that's the world is. So that's, and god damn, I'm so fucking smart. Holy shit. But as I'm out, hope you will be happy, be safe. I fucking, I deserve the world. I can show you the world. Take you wonder by wonder over Zion. This tastes weird. It's cotton candy, but it tastes like fucking burnt popcorn or like popcorn with too much butter or something. I don't know. It's called Oxy Shred Ultra Energy. It's bullshit, dude. It's not Red Bull. It sucks. Mm. Red Bull, the real Red Bull, the legit Red Bull is dope, but they sell watered down places. Like if you live in a place with a lot of people, it's watered down, basically. Like to make it last, your Red Bull can will have everything in it, but all of the stuff that makes it really good, it's only half of it because they cut it in half. So now there's two, right? And that's what they do, basically. So you had to take two as opposed to taking one because it's bullshit, but you paid for two, even though you really only got one, and that's why people are fat because they eat a hamburger, but they didn't get what they needed, so they eat two hamburgers. And your body's like, holy crap, I have all this fucking waste to deal with. Like, the human body is fat, much like we have the military industrial complex. Like, it's a bloated budget, like humans are bloated. It's the same thing, yeah. Fuck. Ah, man. I'm out, so people be happy safe. If you know a place that sells Red Bull that's really good, let me know. And I just want to let you know that my mom is dead as a result of all this fake bullshit that they give you. Okay? She turned to heroin because the medication that they were giving her that was watered down. So she started going through withdrawals, basically because it wasn't fulfilling her needs, essentially. And the same thing happened to me. But I wasn't a drug seeker, I wasn't a drug abuser, I wasn't blah blah blah. But I was addicted to the drug because it worked, right? And also it was addictive. And they want that so that they can make money off of your desires, basically. So anybody involved, you're involved because they want to make money. And what I was telling you before is true about how you learn to live with grandma and whatnot, and how you don't rape because it ruins life. And the reason why they did that is so they can have a good time or benefit. That's what's going on with heroin and drugs and the media, and the marketplace, and healthcare and gas and clean energy, and why we don't have flying cars, the military industrial complex, and you name it. And again, I can put it all together for you if need be, because I'm the smartest man in the world. And I can get your mind to connect, even though you're stupid and you can't connect the dots on your own. So be well, be happy, be safe. I'm out. Peace.